Hello. Hold on. Hold on, I have to get to YouTube here. YouTube. Okay. Let me grab. I don't know what to start with. Michelle Troconis' trial had their closing arguments today. The jury is deliberating, and will there be a verdict tomorrow? I think there will be. I think there will be a verdict tomorrow. I think it will be a guilty verdict. That's my prediction. Okay, and my prediction is I think the verdict will come in tomorrow, and I think it will be a guilty verdict. I have to say, hi, manager, the most thorough jury instructions from the judge I have ever heard. I don't even know how long those jury instructions went on for. It felt like 3 hours. I don't think it was that long. It certainly felt like it was that long. But, he told them all sorts of things, like they can look back on their notes, but if their recollection, their memory of something is what they should go by, not by their notes. So if they see something in their notes that they don't remember or recall, go by your memory, what, you saw. And it went on and on and on and on. And the closing statements, I thought the prosecution did a very good job of laying it out exactly what Michelle Troconis did, this conspiracy to commit murder, of Jennifer Dulos. And, they kept talking about how she said that BITCH should be buried next to the dog. And just, went on about how they were celebrating the night before Jennifer Dulos was murdered, and all the trips Michelle Troconis was making back and forth between the houses, and about the car wash stuff and the dumping of the items there in Hartford, and how they both opened their doors at the same time when he was dropping the license plates in as to obstruct the view from other cars that were in the area. And she said she was wiping gum off of her hand. Yeah. Who uses this sidewalk to wipe gum? Well, I mean, that's just gross in this, it's where you're going to wipe that off your, come on, lady, please. Why do you have gum on your hands in the first place is more the question that maybe should be asked. Then they talked about how her DNA and stuff was on different items, about the fires. There were fires started in the fireplace at that house. And then he said finally, something that we've talked about forever since we read the arrest warrant and everything, where she says that she was being intimate with Fotis on the side of Powell's truck, and, understand why that might have happened. Yeah, why? It's just, they really put it out there where the defense was just like, well, they say she's dead, but maybe she's not, and it was just ridiculous. I know that a lot of people tuned it out that were in the chat. Some of them said they lowered it and they stopped watching. It was Schoenhorn, doing the closing. And it was typical for what you would imagine from him. And he said that he couldn't even get to everything that he had because of the time constraint. They were given an hour, and he didn't have time to get to everything, is what he said. So let me see here now if we can go over. So it's in the jury's hands now, right? Like I said, my prediction is going to be that they're going to have a verdict tomorrow, and it's going to be guilty on all counts. Sean McGinnis did the rebuttal closing, and he started pulling up photos of 3 handwritten timelines, the alibi scripts, as the investigators called them. He likened the case of Jennifer Farber-Dulos' disappearance to a script with 3 acts. And he said, the first act was the premeditation for this murder. And the second act was the cover-up and the cleanup of those crimes. And now the third act, he said, it's up to you now, the jury. She doesn't get to write it. You get to write it. What's the ending going to be? He asked the jury. I think they had a really great closing. The 5 Dulos children were in the courtroom with family and friends. And let's see, he said that the 5 children, and he gave their names, went to bed on May 24th, not knowing where their mother was, and she still has not arrived. Talked about, well, the defense, I thought it was funny. He said something about the blood in the kitchen sink and, being Fotis's blood and the kids. Where would you wash your hands if not in the kitchen sink? Well, where would you wash your hands? Most people would wash them in the bathroom for dinner. It just the defense attorney is just, he's not a really likable guy. I'm sorry, he's not. It's my opinion. There were more than 150 exhibits of evidence in this trial, and prosecutors alleged that Michelle Troconis plotted with Fotis Dulos. Of course, Fotis Dulos took his own life, right, to kill his wife, and they were motivated by an ongoing divorce and custody battle that was so contentious that she threatened to move out of the state and referred to the 2 years of court proceedings as torture. Now, Troconis was very upset. Troconis actually wanted to go to counseling with Fotis because of this situation they were in, and she was not allowed to see the children. She would have to take her daughter and leave, and so it was getting really grueling on her, and she didn't like this, and he had to go see the kids and be supervised. She was not allowed to be there. So this was a big factor in their relationship. But then they went on and talked about how he had a Michelle Troconis 2.0 in that girlfriend he had, who was actually there when he tried to take his life in the garage. The prosecution repeated that Jennifer did not run away from her family. It wasn't a gone girl situation. They like to call it gone girl. No, it wasn't a gone girl situation. She did not run away from her friends or family, her 5 children. They talked about and showed the blood that was in the hubcaps of the vehicle in the garage that was very, very powerful stuff. Showed the blood stains, the zip ties, her bloody shirt that was cut off of her body, her bra that was saturated in blood and cut from her body. The younger girl, Michelle Manning, she did a very good job. I don't know how many cases she has prosecuted, but she looks young, and she did a very good job, I think. She said, the first thing she wanted the jury to know is that Jennifer Farber-Dulos is without a doubt dead. Jennifer's dead, and I'm quoting her now, okay? Let's be very clear. She was murdered on May 24th, 2019. The defense would have you believe she ran away from her kids. Jennifer is dead, and Doulos and Michelle Troconis intended for that to happen. They agreed to work together for that to happen. She again told about the blood and the footprints in the garage at Jennifer's house, and talked about evidence like sponges and duct tape that were found in trash bins in Hartford, Connecticut, where we see that footage of them riding around in that truck, that Ford Raptor. Fotis Doulos needed help to commit that murder. He needed an alibi. He needed the defendant, she said. She pointed to omissions and contradictory statements during her 3 different interviews with the investigators, and they showed all of those interviews during the trial, and the jurors can look back on them if they want. She didn't have time to play them there, of course not, but all of the contradictory statements, right? First he was in the shower, then she was in the shower with him, then she wasn't. They talked about the phone, because that's really important. That Fotis did not have his phone, and it was arranged. They showed text messages where he arranged for that friend from Greece to call him at that time, that morning, when he had taken Powell Gumiani's red truck with his bike in the back, and then hid that truck, grabbed the bike, biked with his hoodie to Jennifer's house, and lay in wait for her to come back for driving her kids to school, and then he would take that opportunity, surprise her, murder her, and then get rid of her body. Then her Chevy Suburban was found at Waveney Park, parked on the side of the road, abandoned, right? And his bike was gone. It no longer hung in the garage like Powell had said it was. And they showed the jury the picture of the red truck, and they said, look at that. Is that his bike? You know, you have to decide this. So let's see. Her defense attorney said his client was not part of what the state claims was a nefarious, murderous plot. And he said that Michelle is not remaining half of the scheming plot. He said that she was never a part of the equation. And they, Schoenhorn accused Powell Gumiani of, being guilty in this, and said that, after he was offered immunity from the state, he was trying to poke holes in Gumiani's testimony, and said whatever Fotis Doulos did, it was not for or because of Michelle, and it was not with her. He pulled up medical records that indicated that Fotis Doulos' manner of death was self-harm caused by carbon monoxide inhalation. And I'm going to quote him saying, Fotis put up a facade until his last poisoned breath and died without ever acknowledging his actions or admitting his role, even to his own children. And he said that Fotis Doulos was not the Fotis Doulos that Michelle Troconis knew. And she is not the Fotis Doulos that she met at a water skiing club in Miami in 2016. They showed that photo of Michelle and her daughter, Troconis, and Fotis and all the kids, and the babysitter, I believe, was in that picture, and that they had shared their interests in water skiing, and they had a child the same age, and this was not at all what he turned out to be. Whatever his role was in the disappearance and likely death of Jennifer Farbos Doulos, he said that Michelle Troconis had no idea. She did not know. And she didn't even think that Fotis Doulos would be capable of doing something like that. And he asked the jury, consider how you judge people you love, like your significant other. And I'm going to quote him again. He said, the people that we trust and believe in are our friends and loved ones. People usually are who they say they are. We don't immediately distrust them, even when red flags arise. He said people like Michelle Troconis just have this default that they believe those whom they love, and they don't assume that they're being manipulated, even when there's red flags. Right? Yeah, okay, she's, yeah. He said that he reminded the jury that this trial is for Michelle Troconis, not Fotis Dulos. And that she was, to convict Michelle, the jury would have to agree that Fotis Dulos murdered Jennifer Dulos and that Michelle Troconis was a part of that. That she knew what was in it, she knew its purpose, what she did, and was the same exact intent as whatever Fotis Dulos had planned. And he said, you don't have that. You have only speculation. There's nothing to suggest that Michelle had any clue about what was going on or what was going to happen in New Canaan on May 24th, 2019. And Michelle did not know. So he's saying Michelle didn't know. She didn't even know that Fotis could do this, right? No. They talked about the memory experts that they had called to the stand. And he talked a little bit about that. You want to call that junk science, if you will, I will. That's my opinion. And now he ended it saying it's speculation, it's conjecture, it's guesswork, and it's up to the jury to decide whether the state presented enough evidence to convict Michelle Troconis guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. And my prediction is yes, she will, and yes, I think it'll be tomorrow. So that's my prediction. I'm going to do a little poll and see if what you guys think. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Dana, Jen Grill, Linda Uribe, hi. Hi, Margot and Linda, Bucky Ann, everybody. Okay, so let me start a poll here. I'm going to ask you if you think. Okay, there you go. Let's see. You agree, Jane Grill? Tomorrow we will know the verdict. Yes. Do you think it will be guilty? Do you think it will be guilty? Hold on a moment. I got to get something real quickly now. While you're doing that poll, grab something. Where the hell? think so too. Okay. We will know tomorrow. Hold on, I figured it out. I think I just figured something out. Hold on. There we go. Now I bet you it's not gonna. I bet you. Let me see something. No, I just I fixed it. My water bottle was making a noise like a chicken. But now I nearly choked myself. Okay. All right. So let's go to our other story. Okay. Remember the time I choked on all those vitamins? That was scary. I took my vitamins today, so we're okay on that. All right. Okay. We're going to talk about Pennsylvania. An Amish woman was murdered. There was clothes on the line.
At TD Bank, we see the story behind every transaction.
Be quiet. These silly ads always popping up. So you see she had put her clothing on the line. And this, police are searching for leads. She was 23 years old, pregnant, and killed. Monday afternoon, police responded to a home in Sparta Township, to about 35 miles southeast of Erie, and they found Rebecca Byler dead. Her death is considered a homicide, and police are aggressively investigating all available leads. Police are asking anyone to report suspicious activity, people, cars in the Fish Flats Road to authorities at 814-663-2043. Okay, and laundry was hanging on the line. There was a heavy rain that turned the dirt road brown. There was behind that small house that Pennsylvania troopers scoured on Tuesday, looking for clues as to who could have done this to Rebecca Byler, 23 years old and pregnant. The investigators would not comment on Tuesday about how she died, the method. Details are expected to be released following the autopsy, and that was scheduled to take place this afternoon. Troopers arrived to find Byler dead inside her house. They learned of her death shortly after 12:30 p.m. when troopers were sent to a residence, but they didn't. It's not saying how they were called there. But the Crawford County Coroner Eric Costin said he pronounced her dead at the scene 1:45 p.m. Monday. She was found dead in the main living area of the house, and she was found when a family member and friend of the family returned home. She had been home alone with 2 young children. The children were not reported injured in the incident, but who knows what they saw and what. It's crazy. The state police searched the Fish Flats Road's residence and its property for evidence. Declared it a crime scene. To the left of the house, beyond a small barn, is a small fenced pasture with a notice posted on it warning no hunting or trespassing without permission of the owner. To the right lay sections of trees that have fallen down and a pile of slab wood. A child's scooter was resting against the two-car garage next to the house. So investigators are looking into the whereabouts and movements of Rebecca Byler and her family in the 24 hours prior to her death. They are asking for the public's help in providing any relevant information. And it's a rare crime in this community. Police have regular dealings with the Amish, and they have investigated crimes, but they not have any dealings with Byler's family. The last known homicide to hit a local Amish enclave occurred in 1993 when the authorities accused Ed Gingerich of killing and disemboweling his wife, Katie, inside their Rockdale Township, Crawford County home in the Amish community. He was found guilty of involuntary manslaughter but mentally ill. He served a state prison term until his release in 1998. He lived in Michigan and Indiana. Then he returned to Crawford County in 2007 and took his own life in 2011. And then, of course, there's that movie Witness, where that's about murder in the Amish community. And I remember going on a tour a long time ago and then showing the house that was used in the movie. Okay. So yeah, that's something. And now, next up, we're going to go to Ohio. And we're going to talk about a missing woman who was found dead, and now her husband has been charged with her murder. Okay. So this is the husband who's been charged. Get his picture up here so we know that we're on a different. I do manage to make my chapters. That's the person we're talking about. She's the woman, 33-year-old Chandra Maya Paudel Ramal. Oh my gosh, again with these stupid pop-ups. Shop was located Tuesday near the Summit Metro Park's Freedom Trail. She had been missing for 6 days. She was found near the border of Stowe and Kent late Tuesday morning. Police confirmed her remains were found around 11 a.m. in a wooded area off of Middlebury Road near the Summit Metro Park's Freedom Trail. The coroner, the medical examiner's office, immediately referred to her death as suspicious, and she was reported missing last Wednesday morning when her husband, James, told authorities that she was not at their Cayuga Falls home when he woke up at 9 a.m. He didn't provide information on his wife's whereabouts, and they started a search. When her body was found, police issued a warrant for James Rimmel's arrest, and he is currently hospitalized with an undisclosed ailment and is not threat to public safety. So I don't know what's going on there with his ailment. We're going to check it out on Facebook as soon as we can find out some more about what's going on. Okay, this is the victim, and his charges are murder, strangulation, tampering with evidence, domestic violence, making false alarms, abuse of a corpse. So let's take a look. See what we can find, because sometimes on social media there's little hints of stuff in the comments. Let's see. Okay, so okay, so let's see here. 59 comments here. Some people said it was very obvious he did it. Condolences go out to family and friends. Let's see what it says here. Someone said seemed sketchy from the start. He looked suspect to begin with. Let me see here. Okay. So we'll have to see what happens, but we're going to go now. We've done Michelle Troconis. We've done the Amish murder. We're going to do the T. Let me do the T. Okay. The Florida woman who allegedly poisoned her boyfriend's tea, and then tried to cover it up by saying she thought it was sugar. Okay, so let's go here. Vet Diaz. Vet Diaz. I thought it was sugar. I thought it was sugar. Okay, so she allegedly poisoned, let me get, hold on. We gotta get a picture up here, right? So we know we're on a new chapter. Okay. Here we go. Okay. This happened February 20th, The couple has been living together for about 3 years. 3 years. They live in the Miami-Dade area, and she was arrested for poisoning her boyfriend after he found a bleach tablet in his cup. Yvette Diaz, she's 49 years old, was arrested Friday. According to a report, her boyfriend made himself a meal and some tea, and then he stepped outside to take a call from work. When he came back in, he offered his girlfriend a bite of his tortilla meal, which she accepted. After taking a bite, she exclaimed it was spicy. And he offered her his tea to drink, which she adamantly declined. No, right? The boyfriend took a large gulp from his cup, and his throat started to immediately burn. He noticed a strong smell of bleach coming from the cup and poured it into the sink. He then noticed in his cup there were remains of a concentrated bleach tablet that he usually uses in 5 gallons of water. And he said, and I quote, "There's bleach in this drink. Did you put bleach in my drink?" She says, and I quote, "I thought it was sugar." He was taken to the hospital for treatment. Now, the report noted that police did not think that the girlfriend could have confused the two because the powdered sugar was kept in an upper kitchen cabinet while the tablets were stored under the kitchen sink. And, my dear, powdered sugar and a tablet look quite different, smell quite different, and it's not a sugar cube. Oh my gosh. She was arrested and booked into jail. Crazy, right? You think they'll stay together? Diaz is a landlord. Said he watched as police arrested her and took her away, and said, and I quote, "I don't know what happened with them because they look like a beautiful, very happy couple. When police were out here and he went to the hospital, she was in the police car for about 3 to 4 hours. They were waiting for the detective to come to the property." They look like a very happy couple. Very, very happy. Okay. Now let's go. Okay, this is a strange thing. Okay. So there was a tragic accident. Well, okay. Did you hear about this little girl who died in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, in a sand hole? Sloan Mattingly. Let me get a picture up. Okay. So this was the little girl. And she was in a hole with her brother Maddox. On a Florida beach on Tuesday when the sand collapsed around them. Her uncle has opened up about his 7-year-old niece who died after being trapped in a collapsed Florida sand hole. The girl was grabbing at her brother who was buried chest deep in the sand. The siblings were reportedly on a rare vacation with their family, who had been sharing moments from their travel on social media and via text message. Now, she was from Indiana. The family was from Indiana. And she got trapped in a collapsed Florida sand hole. And the uncle now is speaking out to detail the rescue attempts. So she was in the hole with her brother near 4424 Elmar Drive in Lauderdale by the Sea on Tuesday, and the sand collapsed around them. The uncle of the girl from Oklahoma said the family was sharing their memories via social media, and one text message changed everything. When members of a family group chat were asked to call the number for a conference call. And during the call, Sloane's brother David delivered the devastating news about Sloane's death. The 7-year-old attempted to grab up Maddox's leg to get out of the sand after the hole caved in. Eventually, he couldn't feel her moving anymore, and portions of the rescue were caught on video with cell phone video, and the girl was under the sand for more than 15 minutes before she was eventually freed. The uncle said she was non-responsive when she was pulled from the sand, and she was transported to the Broward Health Medical Center where she later died. Maddox was also hospitalized and was listed in stable condition. She was a student at Lafayette Meadows Elementary School in Roanoke, Indiana. In a letter to families, the principal, Jenny Fideli, said the young girl was a bright, sweet, loving first-grade student. As of Monday, a GoFundMe had raised over $146,000 to support the Sloane family following the girl's sudden death. But now I was reading something about that there was someone that was digging holes. So that's what, so her brother was 9, she was 7. Witnesses say the children were digging the hole and playing around before the ground gave way. The sand hole was about 5 to 6 feet deep. Now, there, according to a report in the New England Journal of Medicine, between 1997 and 2007, there are 52 documented instances of people who became buried in holes due to sand that collapsed. The victims in those cases range from 3 to 21. Last week, a 2-year-old boy was playing on a New Jersey beach when the sand collapsed and buried him, but the boy's father was able to quickly save him. In 2022, a 35-year-old man was found with his feet sticking out of the sand on the Treasure Coast. Someone noticed his body 3 hours later. So there was something still, okay. Okay. Okay, so the uncle of the little girl calls for change, even if it saves one life, saying that she died after a sand hole collapsed on her in Lauderdale by the Sea. They took her from us. said her uncle, Chris Sloan, in an interview. She had a lot of energy and just totally innocent, and that's what really hurts the most about this, her uncle said. In light of the tragedy, Lauderdale-by-Sea officials are set to discuss implementing several safety measures, including having lifeguards on the beach and a possible ordinance about digging sand. Mattingly's uncle is hoping the tragedy can spur some change. It's been on all the channels, all the local channels back home, the Today Show, social media, TikTok, and you know what? It's like, okay, there's all this publicity around it. Can you channel that into making a change, have some type of purpose to it? Because otherwise it is just there. I know that's what the parents would want. It's not like it's the biggest thing out there. There are other threats, I get that. But even if it saves one life, just to know about this story, to see her picture, to see what happened, and to just keep somebody from digging a hole on a beach that's deep enough to cause this problem, that would be enough. So to find out more about this, about how this happened. So it says, first responders gave her a minor update and addressed rumors a week after a sand hole collapsed in Lauderdale-by-the-Sea, burying 2 children and killing a little girl. The Broward County Sheriff's deputy, who was the first responder at the scene, said the case is still an active death investigation. Despite the previous reports, the hole was only 3 feet deep. The deputy also refuted the rumor that the hole was dug out by someone else before the kids fell in. You see, this is what happens like with TikTok and stuff like that. There is all this speculation and stuff that's put out there. Okay, because I did read that somebody was out there digging holes. The deputy refuted that rumor. A man did dig out a hole, but it was not the same one in the tragedy. The Broward Sheriff's Office Homicide Unit detectives say at this time they have no evidence that suggests a man dug the sand hole where the children were trapped prior to the incident. The circumstances surrounding the case are active and ongoing. The deputy says the entire incident was caught on camera, but the video is not being made to the public. Okay. The deputy gave these updates at the beginning of a special meeting where the commissioners discussed safety measures in light of the little girl's death. The beach where this happened did not have lifeguards, so there were no professionals immediately available. 911 calls and videos captured people on the beach screaming for help, trying to scoop up the sand with their hands to rescue the little girl. Her brother was buried chest deep and survived. Since her death, a lot of questions have been asked, even by a professional lifeguard association, about whether this could have been prevented. While nothing actionable came out of the meeting, the town staff was directed to look into the cost of having lifeguards on the beach. Public chimed in as well. Some were in favor of no matter the cost, but others say they were against it because of the cost. I think we should have lifeguards, said one of the commissioners who was in favor. I don't want to see another tragedy happen so that we have to revisit this again. Okay. Okay, so lifeguards are urging caution for beachgoers. Okay, so why can't you dig holes at the beach? When beachgoers dig large holes in sand, they create dangerous obstacles that those who patrol the beach on four-wheelers must navigate around. So they're saying there was dangers, but what about that collapsing? So an imminent and obvious danger that comes with digging large holes in the sand is the threat of collapse and entrapment. It is especially dangerous for children, but it can happen to anyone. Wow. Okay. So this is something to look at because safety tips when digging holes at the beach. Dig no deeper than knee deep. Always supervise children when they are digging. Only dig for the sand you need to build your castle or sculpture. Fill in the holes when you're done to ensure that you've packed in the sand. Stay away from dunes when digging and consider other ways to build your sand castles and avoid digging holes if you can. So yeah, that's really okay. Let's see here. Up to 3 people in the country are killed each year by collapsing sand at beaches. Okay. Trying to see what else is that we need to go on about here. Okay, let me take a look if anything is going on. I don't think there's been any updates in Elijah View, but I'm going to check. Search is continuing. And I'm going to go into It's been a week since an Amber Alert was issued for 3-year-old Elijah View. Hang on a minute here. There we go. Okay. Let's see, they have had extensive searches involving canine units, drones, dive teams, the FBI, and the Two Rivers community have been working to find the boy. They focused their investigation on Jesse Vang and Katrina Bauer. Both were booked into jail the day after Elijah was reported missing. Jesse Vang is 39. He lives in an apartment building at Two Rivers in Manitowoc County. This is reportedly the last place Elijah was seen. Now, Vang is in a relationship with Elijah's mother, Katrina. She said he was helping her correct the boy's bad behaviors. And Vang said going home is like a privilege to him. Okay. The night before the 3-year-old vanished, Vang said he consumed 3 12-ounce beers and 1 cyclobenzaprine as a sleep aid. And that same night, he sent Elijah on a timeout for probably 2 to 3 hours. He explained that timeouts last 1 to 3 hours. During that time, Elijah either has to pray or say, "I'm sorry, Mommy." Vang stated the boy spent most of his time in timeouts, which was to resemble a boot camp. 3-year-old child, guys. The morning before he disappeared, Vang said he saw him asleep on a futon before taking his teenage son to the bus stop at 7:30 a.m. At approximately 8 a.m. when he returned, he woke Elijah up. He gave him breakfast and took him to the bedroom where the boy stood and prayed near the foot of Vang's bed. He claims he fell asleep and woke up at 11 a.m. And that's when he noticed Elijah was gone, called 911 to report him missing. The child's mother, Katrina Bauer, 31, lives in Wisconsin Dells. She said that she left her son with Jesse a week prior. She said that Vang was the enforcer of the rules in the relationship, and that was the reason she sent Elijah to stay with him. She wanted him to teach Elijah, by example, how to be a man. She said this was not the first time the child stayed with Vang. The first time was in January, but this was the longest time she had stayed with him without her being there. Her first statements conflicted with evidence obtained from cell phone data when she denied being in the Manitowoc area, February 16th and 17th, but cell phone analysis interviews showed her presence in the area. Let me see if there's anything on social media about this, because okay. Okay, so let's see what's going on over here. Hang on. Let me see if they have the okay, here, hold on a minute. There's some. All right, so here, let's see. Criminal complaint here. On February 20th, the Two Rivers police were notified by dispatch that Jesse Vang called 911 at 10:59 a.m. reporting that he was babysitting a 3-year-old child victim. Vang reported that while watching the child, he fell asleep, and when he woke up, the child was missing. Law enforcement responded to the Vang residence at 3918 Michicot Road, apartment 102 in Two Rivers, in an attempt to locate the victim. Law enforcement has been unsuccessful in locating the victim as of February 26, 2024. Vang said he was in a relationship with Bauer. Bauer had been staying with him recently, and Bauer had been helping with the care of Elijah for about a month, but not continuously. Hold on. So I can see this. Okay. In regards to his recent interactions with the victim, Vang stated that the victim is afraid of him. He then corrected himself and stated that he respects me. He stated that they put the victim here as a punishment for his bad behavior. They were trying to teach him how to be good here and good at home. Vang indicated that he is trying to make him understand that going home is like a privilege for him. Vang stated the victim was disciplined using timeouts. He described the timeouts as being standing for periods of time from 1 to 3 hours. During this time, victim was required to pray or say, "I'm sorry, Mommy." Vang reported the victim was in timeout for the majority of his time with Vang, as it was intended as a form of boot camp. Other than getting into things, Vang was unable to identify specific bad behaviors which required a timeout. Vang reported the victim is not potty trained and that he is still wearing diapers. Vang advised that he changed the victim's diaper at least once per day. Oh my goodness. On the evening of February 19th, Vang changed the victim's diaper prior to him going to bed at approximately 8 to 9 p.m. He then watched Ready Player One. He stated the victim was not watching the movie as Vang put him in punishment. He stated the victim will stand in the corner or stand by the bed by me, Vang stated. He gets pretty tired from, I guess, like from standing too. He explained he does not want to be mean to him, but he is trying to teach him to be more respectful. He was asked about February 19th, 2024, if he made the victim stand, to which he replied, yeah, for probably 2 to 3 hours. Vang confirmed again the victim stands for 2 to 3 hours without sitting. In the event the victim tries to sit down, Vang will say, "You want cold water?" He then indicated he's fine. It's not like his knees are shaking and about to fall over, you know. On the morning of February 20th, 2024, Vang woke up at approximately 7:30 and prepared his son for school. At that time, he saw the victim sleeping on the futon sofa in the living room. Vang took his son to the bus stop and locked the apartment door. Upon returning to the apartment, Vang found the victim still sleeping on the sofa. He woke the victim up and they ate breakfast. He reported the victim ate some cereal, which had frosting on one side and wheat on the other without milk. Then they went to Vang's bedroom, where the victim was told to stand and pray near the foot of Vang's bed. He did not change the victim's diaper as he was too tired. The victim was not allowed to do fun things as he was in timeout. When asked about any toys at the apartment, Vang reported that there was one toy which he received at Christmas time. The toy was similar to a toolbox. However, he was not allowed to play with it during the week of 2/12 to 2/20 as he was in a timeout. When asked what happens if the timeouts don't work, victim Vang stated that he would give him an ultimatum. Vang reported that the ultimatum would usually do, "You want some cold water?" Vang reported that the victim did not like cold water, but did not know why. When asked about what the victim ate while he was with Vang, he stated pizza, noodles, cereal, and similar items. He stated the victim was still bottle fed and he was still trying to get him to eat regular food. He was unable to provide specific details as to the food. While Vang was sleeping, he would lock the door. Hold on. Hold on, I'm totally missing something here. he would lock the door with a security chain attached at the top of the door. To keep the victim from walking out of the apartment. Vang reported that on the evening prior to the victim going missing, he had consumed 3 12-ounce Budweiser beers and 1 cyclobenzaprine as a sleep aid. Okay, let me see here. Okay, so I went through that one. Okay, let's see. Okay, so then DCI agent Neil Lowley did speak with Katrina Bauer and denied that she was in the Manitowoc County area February 16th to 17th. He is aware that pursuant to search warrants, law enforcement did conduct forensic extractions of Jesse Vang and Katrina Bauer's cell phones and that they were consensually turned over to law enforcement. Based on the analysis of these cell phones, specifically location data obtained, the law enforcement obtained information that contradicted Katrina Bauer's statements that she had not been in the Manitowoc area February 16th to 17th. Law enforcement located messages from Vang to Bauer at approximately 6:39 p.m. and 6:49 p.m. February 17th, where Vang tells Bauer that he is angry. The victim overfilled his diaper with poop and pee, and that Vang gave the victim a cold shower. Vang noted the victim was clean but scared. Detective Lieutenant Glasser spoke with Katrina Bauer, and she stated that Jesse Vang was the enforcer of rules in the relationship, and that was the reason for sending the victim to stay with Vang. She discussed with him the limits of what discipline she did not want used. Other than that, she is fine with whatever discipline Vang enforces. She gave examples of discipline, including praying, saying he was sorry, and going over 4 rules that the victim is supposed to be memorizing. At no point did she admit that she was in the city of Two Rivers between February 12th and February 20th or had any face-to-face contact with the victim. She said she was discussing behavior issues with Vang around Thanksgiving, and he said she needed to try harder to stop the behavior. Bauer stated she wanted Vang to teach the victim by example how to be a man. She said the first time the victim had gone to stay with Vang without her, oh my gosh, hold on, I just dropped my mouse. Oh my gosh. Hold on a second. Okay. Without her, where was I? I lost my place. Okay. Was in January of 2024. She said the past week was the longest time the victim had stayed with Vang without her being there. Detective Lieutenant Glasser said, while talked about this past week, she admitted she had been to Two Rivers on February 16th. She said she left the Wisconsin Dells around 6 to 7 p.m. and arrived at Two Rivers late at night. She saw the victim on the couch, but he was tired. She said she left early morning, February 17th. She was confronted about being in Two Rivers on a different day, and she did admit she was in Two Rivers on February 14th for a period of time and then went back home. On February 20th, Vang consented to meeting with law enforcement and agreed to a consensual interview. During the course of the interview conducted by Detective Michael Herman of the Manitowoc, that's one we just read, so hers was first. Hold on, I went out of order here. But, let's see. So Jesse Vang is account 1, neglecting a child, specified harm did not occur, and years of age, PTAC as a party to a crime. All right, let me come back to you guys. And there you are. Okay. So my chat is catching up. Hi, little lady. I want to ask Marianne Frontini, I hope you're okay. I know you were real weak and in the hospital, and I hope that you're doing better. I haven't seen you around. I also want to say that I sent, tomorrow, Manager of Three Monsters, you have a box going out to you. Ruff's daughter has a box going out to her. Linda and A Heart Made Wise will have 2 packages going out to them. And WD, I have a package packed up for you here. And I'm going to be working on packages tomorrow because it's going to rain. So I'm going to try to get a lot of packages packed tomorrow. Hi, little lady. I'm going to try to work on your package tomorrow. Did I have any questions? Let me see. The kind of questions I had was... Where's the question? Oh, yeah. Everybody check, periodically if you bought something, if you have any requests there are outstanding. Check them in PayPal from anyone. And let's see. Just trying to see if I have any. We didn't have a sale tonight because we had so much to catch up on. But there will be a sale tomorrow night, which I'm trying to get. That's why I want to get my orders. I've got everything divided, so I just have to go through and get things going. Hi, Manager of Three Monsters. Yeah, Manager of Three Monsters, the reason I canceled that other request and made another one, I didn't realize that you had another 3 sets of earrings. Okay, so I added them. So that was right. You had 3, 3, and then 4. I hope that's right. If it's not, let me know. But that's what I had, and that's what looks like what's in the box. So let me know. Let me know. I'm going to, let me see here. What do I want to do? Hang on a minute. Trying to find something here. I'm trying to find something here. Hang on 1 minute. Okay. I have to go somewhere for a second. Well, maybe it's going to be about 10 seconds. Maybe it'll be closer to 5 minutes. So I'm going to, maybe some of you have not seen this, put this on. I'll be right back.
Tell you all about the free.
I'll be right there. I'll be right back. To get the hatchback, oh, it was crazy. We got it open. She's putting all the bags in. Then J. Bells gets in the passenger seat, and I open the van door for Lisa to get in, right? But before Lisa gets in, I see, oh God, God, what the hell? What the hell? Oh my gosh!
Well, honey.
Oh my gosh, Jimmy, I thought something was falling on my head.
I'm okay, honey. I was sneaking down the
You
steps.
fell down the steps.
Then what
Oh
happened?
my
No,
God.
I'm okay.
Then what happened, Dad?
Oh
Sneaking down
my
the steps, honey,
God.
that's it.
What happened? Dad fell all the way down the steps. How?
I thought something was...
Daddy, how?
I was sneaking down the steps.
Yeah.
You didn't find me.
Yeah. Wait, what kind of ways you fall down?
Oh my God, Jimmy, I had a heart attack. Oh my gosh, can you imagine if he died at the bottom of the steps?
I know. I was thinking.
Oh my gosh. He fell down the steps. Did you see him coming down over here? Yeah, he's okay.
Honey, they got him.
They do, because there's video over here.
I was going to come down behind you and be funny.
Oh my gosh. You don't understand, Jimmy. I was picturing we still had that big hutch with the top on it, and I thought it was coming down on my head.
What's the big hutch?
That one that was over there, I thought it was over here, and I was like, I heard that falling, and I just thought something was coming down. It was going to hit me on the head.
Daddy, how'd you slip down? What way did you slip down, Dad?
I don't know.
Like frontwards?
Huh?
Like
Yeah,
frontwards?
probably.
How did you fall?
Like this?
How did you fall all the
Yeah.
way down the stairs like that?
I was coming. I was sneaking behind. I was coming up behind you there, and then I don't know.
But how did you
Yeah,
keep
you put it on
falling
the
and
table.
falling like that?
Boom!
They said, was he in a red union suit?
Daddy.
Yeah.
Look, the wire stopped all the way at the end of the steps.
I could have swore I fell. That's why I landed.
Lisa didn't believe me when he got that red union suit for Valentine's Day. I thought it was an earthquake. It scared the crap out of me. Did you see him falling down? Well, why didn't you guys tell me it was Jimmy falling? I thought something was falling on my head. Oh my God. He did like a Clark Griswold. He goes like, I'm okay, I'm okay. It seemed to go on forever, didn't it? That's what scared the hell out of me. That's what scared the hell out. That girl goes, the dad fell. Oh my God, the dad fell. Oh my gosh, okay. Oh my gosh. That'll go on the blooper reel. Right? That'll definitely go on the blooper reel. Right, Melly Mel. But he's laughing like crazy up there. It was so scary because I couldn't see what it was, and it just like kept coming, and I don't know if you heard how loud the noise was, and it kept coming and kept coming and kept coming. I'm thinking like, wait a minute, something is going to fall on my head. I really thought there was the top of that hutch behind me, and it was coming down, and that's why I got up. And then when I got up, I saw him land at the bottom of the stairs, and then he jumped up and said, I'm okay. Okay, that is crazy. You didn't know what it was at first either? It scared the crap out of me. It was like on and on and on and on and on. And so we talked about that union suit in AC more because we went by, they weren't union suits, but they were something like that. So then I said to Lisa, Jimmy got a union suit like that because I saw it at Tractor Supply. It was on clearance. It was red, and it was really cute. I told you guys about this, and then after J Bells went to bed, he came down and showed it to me. Did a little dance, right? Okay. Then that was. So Lisa didn't believe me. So she's like, "Did he really get a red union suit?" I said, "Lisa, he got a red union suit. He did." Now everybody knows. The whole world knows Jimmy has a red union suit. You thought it was Luke back door? No, no. Oh, gosh. You backed it up, Sapphire. Not mean spirit. I'm just, oh, no. He's laughing like a crazy man upstairs. It's okay. He was like a big red ball rolling down the stairs. Was he rolling? Because I didn't see it. No, it doesn't have footsies. It's a union suit. There's no footsies in it. You just saw a blur out of the corner of your eye as I was staring at the chat. Oh, gosh. Oh, thanks, Apple Snapple. We all have to frame that. A union suit, it's a one-piece, you know, like kind of long johns with buttons and stuff. I can't believe he fell down the stairs. Okay. That would be really bad if he died, right there. But at least you'd all know that I didn't kill him. You'd all be witnesses that I didn't kill him. That would be a good thing at least. He was rolling. Okay. Tell Jimmy there's a railing to hold on. He was sneaking, Tim. He said he was trying to sneak. The Fred Flintstone dance, right? He usually falls up the stairs, Xanadu. Soak in Epsom salt for bruises. He's had falls. He had a fall once. I told you guys from like a whole you know, the whole, he fell for a whole flight of stairs down, not on the stairs, just from the top down to the bottom, because he was hanging in the wall to fix something in the jacuzzi, and he came out, and he lost his footing, and he fell right down, and then he's like, I'm okay, just like that. See, he's laughing, he's hysterical. Do you hear him laughing? Can you hear him? He's laughing like crazy. Hey, stop. Oh, that's Ethan. Yeah, okay. How wide are those stairs? They're at least 3 feet wide, at least, probably more than that. No, my kids don't have school tomorrow. They're off from school, T-Prang. It's vacation. It's President's Day. My kids have been off since Wednesday. My kids haven't had school since Wednesday. No, you had a delay on Thursday. Okay, you had a delay on Thursday. You haven't had school since Friday. You didn't have school Friday. You didn't have Saturday, Sunday, Monday. They don't have school. It's healthy to laugh at yourself. Plus, they napped earlier, so watching stuff. He is probably rewatching. He probably is. When you were yelling, Jimmy, oh my gosh, I kept thinking the computer fell.
You have to see it.
He should sleep downstairs. What?
Get up here.
Oh, you were watching it? That's why you were laughing?
Somebody sent it to us.
Somebody sent it to you?
Ethan, get up here.
Yeah, well, they're not teachers. They don't have to go in. This is, oh gosh, come on, Luke, come on, stop being.
I faked that.
I know you faked that. Come on.
Send that to us.
Honey.
What?
Ethan, come watch it.
What'd you say?
I hit hard. Look those places.
You hit your head hard?
I'm on the ground, on the freaking floor down there.
On the freaking floor?
Yeah, oh, it's hard.
You hit your head on it?
You can see it like right here.
I can see right there. Let me see.
Can you see it?
No, I'm choking on this.
Can't see it.
I can't
why
see.
Why are you choking? You laughing at me, honey?
No, because
I was laughing. It's funny, honey. It is really funny when I'm thinking about it. And here.
No, but I got scared because I thought something was falling on my head.
No, I was going to come behind here because I already did something and then nobody saw it. And then I was going to come over here and go like this and say, hi, everybody, you know, and that's all. But then what happened was, I don't know. I fell down. See my face?
Oh, let me see. Turn it. Oh, yeah, you got like an abrasion kind of thing.
Yeah, I know. Plus, I had a splinter in my hand. It's pushed up in the deeper now.
A splinter?
Yeah, it was right there on my palm right there. I felt that. And then I have something on my elbow. It feels like, what's on my elbow?
Another like abrasion thing.
Yeah. That's freaking carpet slippery, honey.
I don't understand how you. Did you
I
fall
don't
from
know.
the top?
I fell from maybe the kids up there laughing. Somebody sent the video.
Oh gosh, Jimmy, come on! He almost broke this, Lisa.
I'm okay. I'm going to bed now. Me and my union pajamas. I was coming down to be funny, folks. Anyway, it was funny. So it was extra funny.
Okay.
My glasses are out of whack. Good thing I have a pair coming Tuesday. This is my second pair ever. But anyway, let me see if they can see it.
He's like really.
I don't want to come over here and see one. Let me see. Can you see?
Come down.
Where? Yeah, right there. Right?
Yeah, right there. It's abrasion. Okay.
Anyway, I gotta go.
Okay.
Let me see that. Let me see.
You saw it, dude.
Okay.
Let's go. We gotta go to bed. I'm going to bed.
Okay, I'm back. Nice bed, Jimmy said. Sorry about that. Have a good long. What?
Move out a little bit. I'm gonna go on all fours so that I don't fall down again.
Me too.
I told you he's wearing. I guess we'll watch the rest of it since we're already this far. He normally is good at sneaking up. He scares me all the time. I don't know what he did, but I really thought someone was falling on my head.
I almost did. I mean, my glasses are completely twisted.
Oh, Lisa, they liked. Oh, thank Lisa for the Kinder eggs. She can hear you.
Thank you. We already ate all of them.
Yeah, they already ate all of them, Lisa. Then, Jade Bells gets in the passenger seat, and I open the van door for Lisa to get in, right? But before Lisa gets in, I say, oh God! God, what the hell? What the hell? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, Jimmy! I thought something was falling on my head! Then, Jade Bells gets in the passenger seat, and I open the van door for Lisa to get in, right? But before Lisa gets in, I oh God! God, what the hell? What the hell? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, Jimmy! I thought something was falling on my head. Yeah, hello, hopefully there's no kindness out now. Shout now. What happened? Now let's take a sealer. Yeah, I get a sealer. Would not even look yeah, and at least there's this knife in the sticks or dish. Yeah, then, Jay Bells gets in the passenger seat, and I open the van door for Lisa to get in, right? But before Lisa gets in, I say, oh God! God, what the hell? What the hell? Oh my gosh!
What?
Oh my gosh, Jimmy! I thought something was falling on my head!
Watch NCAA March Madness live and catch every buzz.
Okay. So hopefully You guys had a little laugh about that. I had to step away for a moment, and that was nice that you guys could watch that. And hold on, I've got to get a drink here. Where's my drink? There was trying to think of something here. Let me just see one thing. Do. You know what? Hang on a minute. Let me see something here. Okay, let me see here now. Trying to see. Oh, I know. Hang on a minute.
Well, today looks like a good day for a bike ride. Oops, I forgot. Well, today looks like a good day for a bike ride. Oops, I forgot my helmet.
Jimmy, are you going to get that tree down today?
I think tomorrow I'll be better, honey.
That's what you said yesterday.
Oh, I got a great idea. I'm gonna get this done for my mom. Woo! I've been working for a long time. I wish anybody with a chainsaw could help me. Whoa!
I will do this
Darth
for you.
Vader!
I will do this for you.
Yes,
Step back now, man.
yes.
Step back.
My mom taught me to Because it's a pandemic.
That's okay, young man.
My father was supposed to do this, but he didn't do it.
Luke, I am your father.
Daddy! Okay, not that.
Yes.
How could that have ever happened?
Tell me I didn't break it.
I hope not.
I hope not too.
Let me see. What's up?
Oh, weird.
Jeez.
I saw that.
Oh, look at that.
Go High Level, an incredible all-in-one CRM.
Where is everybody? Let me see. Go back to the chat. Hello. The old Stingray Schwinn, yeah. Look how little. Yes, he was so little. Yikes, right? That's right. I forgot this. I forgot about that blooper. Forgot about that. Forgot about that. And let me see. Where are you? There's a live tornado coverage. Let's see what's going on with the tornadoes, okay? I don't know what's going on. They say there's tornadoes. I know we're supposed to have some, it's supposed to get very, very cold, but just for like a day. And then they said like thunderstorms. Let me see. Let's see. Tornado warnings in Chicago. Threat continues overnight. Okay, so there's a tornado warning in Chicago. There is now a confirmed tornado, it says. Spotters confirm there's a tornado near Inverness and Palatine. Hold on, let me go to the weather over here. See what it says. A severe storm brought destructive hail and heavy rain to Naperville, Illinois. Severe thunderstorms are expected across the Ohio Valley tonight. And then it says Fritz, Texas. There were 3 large fires burning in the Panhandle, with numerous towns evacuated under the threat of flames moving as fast as people can run. And then nighttime severe weather, so dangerous only lightning is illuminating the tornado. So when the lightning would strike, you would see the funnel cloud of the tornado. If a warning is issued, seek shelter immediately. Don't wait or try and see the storm out. So 4 hours ago, there was a confirmed tornado. I'm sure that's going out of the way. Let's see, but there's some weird weather, some wacky weather coming to town. Let's see. Until 5 a.m., there are severe weather alerts. Grand Rapids, Lansing, Kalamazoo, South Bend, Valparaiso, Fort Wayne, not Toledo, and Saginaw. They're under severe thunderstorm watch, and the tornadoes until 6 a.m. There's a severe weather of 2-inch hail, 70 plus mile per hour winds with tornadoes, and this is tornado watch for St. Louis, Mount Vernon, Paducah, Evansville, Louisville, Columbus, Indianapolis, Terre Haute, Effingham, Cincinnati, Columbus, Lexington, crazy. Thunderstorms to snow. Let's see what the weather's going to be like. So actually, my computer says it's 45. Over here it says it's 52, but it feels like 52. Yeah. But listen to this one, okay? They say it's 53 right now where I am. Windy with rain showers. Humidity, 100%. The dew point, 48 degrees Fahrenheit. The winds coming from the south, 14 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, so they're talking about today, okay, as in February 28th, which is normally the last day of February, but it's leap year. They say tonight, 19 degrees Fahrenheit. So there is going, do you see that drop from 53 to 19, right? And we're supposed to be partly cloudy with a light wintry mix. Humidity 92%. And then tomorrow, which is Thursday, 29 degrees. So it's just going to warm up 10 degrees, but then it's supposed to get warmer than that. Let's see. Yes, on Friday, March 1st, comes in like a lion, goes out like a lamb. 45 degrees. Saturday will be 45 degrees. And then Sunday, 52, 51 on Monday, 51, 50, 48, 47, 46, 58 on March 10th. But then March 11th, 37. See, sometimes I hate looking at this stuff because I would look so far ahead and see it's still not going to be warm. March 10th looks like 58 degrees. But anyway, that's what we have. I think honestly, what I'm going to do, because we have a sale tomorrow night and it's going to be raining and really horrible. Lisa Hobbs, I'm so glad to see you. How are you feeling? Been thinking about you, been asking for you. I'm worried about Marianne Frontine because she had 2 blood transfusions and she was in the hospital and all of that. So I hope she's okay. The last time she came in, she said that her kids were taking turns staying with her because she was so weak and that she should have been in the hospital, but they said she had to go home because they didn't have enough beds. Can you imagine that? So Marianne, I hope you're okay. I don't think we've seen Marianne since that night. You're getting better? Good. We missed you. But we are going to have a sale tomorrow night, and so I have some more packing to do to get people's packages ready so that I'm not overwhelmed. because I am a little bit overwhelmed with some packages. So I have to get that done and get things billed for, packed up and shipped out. And there's some things that are for Easter that I want to get right out. I got your daughter's Easter stuff out, and I want to get your Easter stuff out. At least that stuff tomorrow. And with some other things, and get that all out. The hospitals are full there too, Lisa. Yeah, well, crazy. So let me just see what else. Let's see what else is going on, because it's not that late yet. See what else is going on in the world. Oh, Macy's is closing more than 100 stores. Yep. Macy's stores are closing. You know, the malls, isn't it like, if people are going to, I know online shopping and everything, but what killed the malls per se? Like, what killed the malls? Do you know what it was? Like, because people will still go out to like strip malls and stuff where there's, like TJ Maxx and other stores in there. But what killed the malls? Because you used to, oh, we got to go to the mall, right? You have to go to Macy's. You have to go to the anchor stores. You have to go to the stores in between. Like, what happened to the malls? Because they're like all empty, and it's all over. It's not just some, right? So Macy's has recently announced more store closures. Like, Macy's was a place, prior to that it was Bamberger's when I was in New Jersey, New York. And it was a place we frequented a lot. I'd say like once a week probably, okay? Once a week, or at least twice, at least every 2 weeks. But you just don't go there. The malls, you went to the mall. It's just so crazy. On Tuesday, Macy's shared its intention to close approximately 150 underperforming stores within the next 3 years. They're trying to revitalize their business, and the department store chain is focusing on the growth of its luxury brands, Bloomingdale's, Bluemercury, and plans to shut down 50 stores within the coming year. Now, I did a lot of work with Macy's as a blogger. I've attended their fashion events. I've promoted their clearance centers and stuff like that. I've done a lot of work with Macy's over the years in Shopportunities is what they're called, in working with blogging networks. But it's, been so long. Well, it's hard for me to do that much with that part of things. I kind of moved over to here. And, but yeah, Macy's is just, I don't know, right? So let's see if we can see which ones are closing down. Do they tell you which ones are closing down? Yeah, these closures include locations in Arlington, Virginia, San Leandro, California, in Hawaii, Simi Valley, California, and Tallahassee, Florida. Let's see. So they say that Macy's flagship store in San Francisco, Union Square Shopping District, is among those slated for closure. And that location is one of Macy's largest and oldest stores and dates back to 1929 under the name O'Connor, Moffat and Company. Wow. So Target, what is Target doing? So Target is selling this shoe over here. Which they say is their women's Maxine slingback ballet flat by their brand A New Day. In fact, I just saw those in jewelry, A New Day. It's a classic style tan shoe with a black cap toe and a thin strap that wraps around the back of the heel. They're called ballet flats. They're a little higher than the typical flats with a 3/4 inch heel. The shoes have a cushioned insole, adjustable buckle straps, and a closed pointed toe. So their slingback ballet flats come in a couple of colors. There's classic tan. It's a faux leather material. It comes in a pink option that seems very Elle Woods or Barbie. The black cap toe is still a faux leather material, but the rest of the shoe is a textured pink plaid. The reviews are positive so far. Someone said they're so similar to Chanel slingbacks, which cost around $1,050, except with less of a pointed toe. You can have a designer look without the designer price tag. Run, run, run to Target. Okay, and someone said they look very much like the Tara slingback heel that's $140 at Sam Edelman. That it could be a look-alike for. And they also look like a slingback with a cap toe that are $79.50 at J. Crew Factory. So this is J. Crew's shoe. For the $80 price tag. And I think they actually look better than the Sam Edelman one. That's my opinion. That's the Sam Edelman shoe. That looks like, to me, I'm sorry, that looks like a really old lady shoe. And that's the Target one. And it comes in a pink. And it is available in up to size 11. Very interesting. And it has a price tag of $30. So it's pink or beige. And interesting. Okay. So how did we get over there? I don't know. Let's try to go back to... Okay. See what else is new out here. see what else is new. Oh, hang on a minute. This is very important. One moment, please. All right. So another store that's gone out of business, and one that I got a sweatshirt that a lot of you liked, is Zulily. Okay, they made the difficult but necessary decision to conduct an orderly wind down of business and maximize value for the company's creditors. So I don't know what their downfall was. With what they did, they sold, things discounted. There were different items all the time. Let me see here what the problem was. So they originally touted as a best price promise on fashion and other products for moms and their families. Shut down. It started laying off 800 employees in mid-December. And then the company had about 1,900 employees at its peak. It hired the lawyers at La Jolla, California Bona law firm to file a suit against Amazon. The company claimed Amazon set out to destroy Zulily by forcing third-party suppliers that do business with both companies to maintain price parity for both retailers, effectively forcing Zulily to raise prices artificially and to pull its best price promise with price comparison off its website. The suit also claimed that vendors that didn't comply with Amazon's price-fixing scheme were punished, ranging from being disqualified from Amazon's buy box to being pulled from the Amazon marketplace. A lot of these companies that did this, there used to be one, and I'm going to say it was Mama Bargains, and they used to, I remember when I was pregnant, like with Luke and Ethan, and when they were really little, there was this website, Mama Bargains, and I got this designer diaper bag. I forget the heck what the name of it was, and I think it's out in the garage somewhere. But it was like very, very expensive, and they had it for like a fraction of the price, and they would have all of these designer baby items at a fraction of the price, but they closed down as well. And, it wasn't so many of them closed down like that. And I wonder if it's because of things like this. I wonder. Okay, so now about these shoes, somebody there were good reviews, but then somebody said painful, cute looking but horribly painful. I had them on for 3 hours and the pain is horrific. Had to take them off under my desk. But you have to look at this. Somebody said, I have always loved the Chanel aesthetic, and my shoe bucket list is the actual cap toe. I've been looking for an inspired look, so when I noticed these, I ordered them. The cap honestly is a bit wide. I read comments about the toe box being uncomfortable, so I sized up. I've debated about returning these, but for the price, they're okay for a dupe. For other dupes, and they're fine with pants. I ordered the classic beige and black. I thought the pink looked sort of cheap. It doesn't look like it would be a comfortable shoe. I mean, it really doesn't. It looks like very thin material. It looks like, something, yeah. It doesn't look like anything that would be any big shade of comfortable there. Sorry. Sorry to say that. Doesn't look like that. I'm so sorry. Let's see what else is going on in this world. Let me see over here about it. Okay. Okay. No, that's not what I want. "90-Day Fiancé star." You remember Angela? Hold on a minute. They're still together? You've got to be kidding me. That's the one thing I really used to enjoy, 90-Day Fiancé, and then it got so I didn't know anybody on it anymore, and I just couldn't get into it anymore. But is this for real? She's still with him? Remember when she was trying to have a baby with him? And she was like totally leading him on. So let's put them up here. Wonder where Nicole is. Remember Nicole and Asin? That girl. Girl. She just freaking believed anything, didn't she? Okay, so they say that Angela Deem shared several cryptic messages about trust after her husband Michael disappeared because he feared for his life. I didn't know they were still together. "When trust is broken, sorry means nothing," was posted to her Instagram story on Tuesday. She then followed up that post with another that read, "When you destroy someone's life with lies, take it as a loan. It will come back to you with interest." Somebody else posted something like that recently. And it was quoted somewhere. I remember that. And then, "They killed your name privately, but God is about to honor your life publicly." Her post came one day after she took to TikTok to announce that Michael has been missing from their Georgia. Oh, he's in Georgia. See, I didn't know this. "Since Friday. The police are involved. We can't find him," she said while weeping. She said that Michael's family in Nigeria wasn't answering her calls either. She offered her 800,000 followers a $10,000 reward for her husband's return. By Tuesday morning, she confirmed he had been found safe. "Let's just rip it off like a Band-Aid. Michael is safe. There's the good news," said a YouTuber to his video, on his video. YouTuber John Yates. I don't know who that is. Authorities had contacted Angela a few hours before to let her know Michael had been found and successfully identified through passport pictures he had on a burner phone. However, Michael told police he didn't want his wife to know his whereabouts. He told police that he was in fear of his life. Angela added that she was effing mad as hell to learn her husband was hiding from her when she thought he was hurt. The couple got married in 2020 after meeting online during 90-Day Fiancé. Before the 90 days, 2 years before, he moved to the United States. Oh, he just moved to the United States, December of 2023. I cannot believe they are still together. The biggest challenge our marriage is facing right now is the shady shite Michael's doing, she said on the show at the time. He hardly ever calls, and when he does call, it's only about the visa or that he needs money. Wow. Okay. Let's see what else is going on. Gary Sinise's son, Mac, is dead at 33 after a cancer battle. Oh my gosh. That's terrible. Gary Sinise, Lieutenant Dan. Gary Sinise's son, Mac, dead at 33 after cancer battle. We are heartbroken. Oh, that's terrible. Said he had he died of cancer at the age of 33. McKenna Mac Sinise. His son died on January 5th, 2024, following a 5.5-year battle with a rare form of cancer called chordoma. Like any family, and this is, I'm quoting him, like any family experiencing such a loss, we are heartbroken and have been managing as best we can. As parents, it is so difficult losing a child. My heart goes out to all who have suffered a similar loss and to anyone who has lost a loved one. We've all experienced it in some way. Over the years, I've met so many families of our fallen heroes. It's heartbreaking and it's just damn hard. The CSI actor revealed that Mac was first diagnosed with cancer in August of 2018, just months after Gary's wife, Moira Harris, was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer. Oh my gosh. Mac was a talented drummer and played in his father's band. And before his death, he recorded an album. So when Gary went online to learn about this rare cancer, this chordoma, called it a 1 in a million cancer. It originates in the spine and affects on average only 300 people in the U.S. per year. Both mother and son were undergoing treatment. Moira, 69, went into remission. Mac had surgeries in 2018 and the following year, only to learn that the cancer had returned and was spreading. After undergoing several more surgeries, he was confined to a wheelchair. Very sad. It's a rare spinal cancer. Aside from working on his father's foundation, Mac was a talented drummer. He often joined his father on tour with the Lieutenant Dan Band. But when the Cordoma made drumming impossible, he taught himself to play the harmonica. One of his last endeavors was completing his album, Mac Sinise, Resurrection and Revival. The week the album went to press, Mac lost his battle with cancer, his father noted. Gary said, and I quote, "While his family's hearts ache at missing his son, we are comforted in knowing that Mac is no longer suffering. He fought an uphill battle against a cancer that has no cure, but he never quit trying. Mac he called him truly a light for all of us and an incredible inspiration." And said, "Thank you, Mac, you did it. Resurrection and Revival will live on. And so will you, in our hearts forever. We are blessed to have had you in our lives as a son, brother, and a friend, and we will miss you and love you for eternity." He's survived by his parents and two sisters, Sophie, who's 35, and Ella, who's 32, and their children. Wow, very sad. Okay, well, here's something. The Drea Di Matteo from The Sopranos. She played Christopher's girlfriend. Remember Adriana? Said that she's very thankful for OnlyFans because she has paid off her mortgage with OnlyFans. She's 52 years old. And she said that joining OnlyFans was a last resort to save her home after she had gone through the forbearance process when her refusal to get the COVID-19 vaccine made it difficult for her to book jobs in Hollywood. She said her house went into foreclosure and it flooded, so she was trying to sell the house quickly. I wanted to try and sell it before they took it. At the same time, she lost her mother and her other mom, who has dementia, had run out of money for her caregiver. I didn't know which way was up. OnlyFans saved my life. 100%. I can't believe I'm saying that, but it really did save us. She has a lot of photos here. She is not naked, but she posted some risque photos, and she was able to get herself back on track financially. She said that she was like, expletive, in 5 minutes, I was able to pay back Compass Real Estate, who kept the sale of my house. She admitted she did not want to partake in OnlyFans at first, but she has since changed her tune about the site. I got a lot of heat for doing it, and it went effing viral, and people went nuts. She said the original premise to open the OnlyFans was Robbie Stabler and I were going to do a podcast on there that was controversial. And she was originally going to have her boyfriend rub her feet, because you have to add a little something for OnlyFans in there. Anybody who wants to condemn her and put her down, go for it, she says. I just hope you never find yourself in the position I was in, to take care of 2 little kids. 2 little kids? How old are her kids? She's the proud mother of a 16-year-old daughter and 12-year-old son. 2 little kids? She makes it sound like they're 2 and 4. So, wow, okay. So I don't know. I mean, she literally went out looking like this to the MTV Music Awards or whatever, and so she's got about of that on at the OnlyFans. So apparently she's comfortable with going out like that, right? So that's okay. That's what she wants to do. And that's some time ago, because her kids are now 16 and 12. Okay, so she was only making $500 an episode on The Sopranos when it first debuted. She said, and then I made about a couple of thousand, and by the end is when I started making serious money. But that money came and went immediately. So she's not the only star that's turned to OnlyFans. Disney alumni Bella Thorne, Coco Austin, Iggy Azalea, Denise Richards, and more have all made a pretty penny on the site. Interesting. And Tori Spelling, I guess, is seeing better times. She's moved on from a motel and an RV, and she's moved into a $15,000 a month rental home. She upgraded after having to evacuate her Hidden Hills home due to a mold infestation. So how did she get that? The 3,000 square foot house, which rents for $15,000 per month, features a brand new pool, spa area, upgraded stainless steel kitchen with blue cabinetry and plenty of living space for the family of 6. 50-year-old Tori Spelling reportedly put down a $7,500 security deposit and is living there with her kids. Let's see. So how is she affording that now? Did she write a new book or something? What'd she do? Spelling, who was dealing with severe financial troubles, was trying to look at the campground adventure as a mini vacation rather than a living situation. Her kids and her moved into an RV over the summer after having to evacuate their home due to mold. So I don't know what was. However, hold on a minute. Doesn't make sense. It says the 3,300 square foot property cost a pretty penny, as she agreed to shell out $18,000 each month. However, the living arrangement was short-lived, and the family of 6 was spotted moving out just a week after settling in. Wait a second. What? Is that the another one? Was likely due to safety concerns after a neighbor barricaded himself in a home with a reported hostage. A SWAT team responded. Oh, so her husband has a new girlfriend, Lily Kalo. He moved in with after leaving a treatment center. Oh, look, her hubby's got a new interesting. Interesting. Got a new girlfriend. I'm really not following this much. I don't understand if they're in that house now or not. The actor was spotted with moving boxes outside of his girlfriend Lily Kalo's residence in Los Angeles. McDermott's 56 and was photographed carrying a cardboard box from Lowe's marked Dean in black marker from out of the trunk of an SUV. He was dressed in a white t-shirt, a blue, tan, and white flannel shirt, jeans, and black shoes. What? She's 32 years old, it says. So she's 20 years younger than Tori. So is he going to have a bunch of kids with her now? Is he going to have a whole slew of kids with her? That seems to be what he does. I don't know who she is, and does she have any kids? This is his first known relationship since he announced his separation from Tori. I'm not sure. It looks like she might have got an $18,000 a month rental and then moved out of that one into, I can't even keep up. And who did I say? Oh, I wanted to see if I could find Nicole from 90 Day Fiancé, where she is now, right? Let me try to see if I can find out where she is. Let's see where she is. She has an Instagram. So that would be the easiest place to go see what she's up to, right? Her daughter looks, I mean, she looks the same. Her daughter must be much older now, right? mom, gamer, artist, anime, positivity, hashtag be kind always, art act at always Nicole art. Oh, there's May, right? Oh my gosh, does she have 2 other kids now? What happened? Oh, she's spending time with her cousins. Look at this. She's beautiful. I'm sorry. Are you still with that guy from India? I forgot his name. Let's see what happens. Can we see? That is old. Stop annoying about that. I didn't know that as I stopped watching the show. How else would someone know if they don't ask? I don't see her with a new man. Is this a cousin too, or did she have a baby? May with her new baby cousin. This has to be old. Look at that. Hi everyone, my mom has some new beautiful spring masks on her Etsy shop. This is 153 weeks ago. Wow, okay. This is old. This is 28 weeks ago, so this is old. She's not updating this at all, so that's not going to help us at all. Not at all. Let's see if we can find out where she is. Okay. She's probably on OnlyFans. What do you think? What do you think? Well, it says her post on Instagram suggests that she still sees Asin as her soulmate and is not open to dating other people. What? Where does it say that? Wait, it says she had twins. Wasn't expecting this, but Nicole had prompted Asin's death rumors, her own death rumors, and a pregnancy by posting fake ultrasounds. She stooped so low to make money, suggested she was left in a bad place financially after her breakup. I don't know much of the other 90 Day Fiance people. I mean, I don't. But anyway, let me go see what you guys are doing. Of course, I can't even see you guys. Trying to get back to the live chat. There it goes again. That's my water bottle making that noise. Isn't that crazy? Okay, hold on a minute. I'm going to sneeze now. Hold on, I'm going to sneeze again. Okay. I think it's time we have to play word cookies because I have to go to bed. Got a really busy day. Okay, time for the daily puzzle. I can't stand that they made this like the mobile side, but except that you can play the dailies if you miss them. Can you believe it really is the end of February now? Can you believe this? Right? We said it tomorrow or 2 days from now. It's going to be March 1st, and I'm going to say it's the end of March. Shining. 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 Yes. Very good. And okay. Yay! I did it. Hi, Emmy. Such a wonderful day in the neighborhood. Hose. House. Couch. Couches. Ouch. Yeah, that's a good one. Cues, yeah. First U, and then use. Right. And did we do cues? No. Alright, and we did hose. Okay, and now one more. Let's see, it's going to begin with a C or an H. It's not going to be Q's. No. It's got to begin with E. Oh, echo. Right? Yes, echo. Oh, you got it too. Okay. Okay. Login. Extra word holding. Ding. Long. Whole lingo. Dingo. Idle. Ding dong. Kush? No. A lion? What's weird? Lion. Weird. Oh, how about doing? There we go. There we go. Gin. Rice. Ring. Cringe. Ice. Nice. Somebody said that. Ren. Nicer. Very good. Green I have. Nice. Lingo. Nice. Lingo again. No, there's no lingo. Okay, I gotta go to bed, guys. I am tired. I am so sorry. I love you guys. God bless. Prayers. I'll see you tomorrow. God willing. Be careful. Be good. Prayers for all that need them. And we'll see you tomorrow. Good night, everybody. Love you guys. Thank you for watching.